Hey, what's going on? Kim Sunday here. This is going to be blog 5, I believe, on my video blog thing deal. And I wanted to respond to a message that I got on Facebook with a couple questions here that I think are good because I've been having to talk to a lot of people about these questions specifically as I sit down and share my heart with people that I'm close with and talk about things. So I'm just going to read this message right here and respond. Kim, I have to say that coming out is no easy thing. I'm proud of your honesty, and I know it must have been a journey to get to a place to allow those words to form on your lips. Yes. So you said that friends close and far are allowed to discuss it with you. Well, I fit into the afar category, I hope, and would love to hear more about your perspective and journey. I never thought of you as one or the other, so I'm interested in how you felt you knew so all along, and so did others, which this person is talking about being gay. What did this look like? Why did other people assume you were gay? What has defended it in your mind? Sounds like it has not been something you pursued before and are not currently pursuing a relationship. So I'm curious what was birthed inside that brought it out now. What has your journey been? So those are the questions. Again, this was written to me probably a month ago after I posted an official coming out status on Facebook. And so to respond, really, I wanted to just kind of talk about the journey that it came to this point. I am 27 years old. It's kind of late in life to say, hey, everyone, you know, I'm gay and come out of the closet, as some would say, or whatever. So, I mean, there really wasn't a point where a time in history where I came to the point of being like, oh, maybe I'm gay, maybe I'm not. You know, everyone does kind of go through those questions and everything, but it's been something that and anyone else who is gay or lesbian or homosexual, whatever you want to call it, can probably relate and second me saying, you just kind of know, like you grow up and it's just something that's a part of you that's just there. It's not like there's a point in history where you're like, oh, now I'm gay, you know? But I just remember as I was little, and these things don't make you gay because they can be said about a tomboy, as some people have told me just in talking to them also, and they make a good point. But I just remember when I was little, like, growing up and feeling like I related more to boys and wanting to be in sports, and I was very tomboyish. And I remember just like the way I would be sitting even up through middle school, or something I would be doing, someone would say, you should have been a boy, Kim, you should have been a boy. And I remember, like, even in playtimes when I was little, like, I would pull my shorts down to my knees because all the boys would wear their shorts down there, and I thought it was just what I felt like I was supposed to be doing. I would be uncomfortable in tighter clothes, and, you know, so my clothing, I guess, and the way I felt, the things that I related to. I even wanted a little red car plastic bed, you know, in my room when all my sisters, I'm a quadruplet, all 3 other sisters that I shared a room with wanted pink and purple and Barbie, you know. So that was just the younger years. And then as I grew up into high school and went through the bar scene, and this is kind of rated, so earmuffs, you know, if you don't want to hear this, but just anytime that I would be with guys, you know, and more than kissing and just go further, it was not exhilarating for me, you know, nothing fun. And I was like, okay, I'm just never gonna have sex for the rest of my life. I'm just not a person who enjoys it, you know, which obviously isn't true because our bodies are made for pleasure, but within the right circumstances. I'm not just saying go out and have sex all the time, because I don't agree with that. But, you know, just being with boys, it was more like they were a bro or a friend or whatever. I just didn't want more with them. And when it would go further as far as sexual activity or whatever in my former years, and like I said, when I was just really, really lost and doing things, I don't know, just crazy things, you know, that teenagers do and 21-year-olds do and bar sceners do, it just wasn't exhilarating for me, and I was so bored with boys. And so, and also, I mean, like, gay people have a gaydar, okay? Like, gaydar meaning radar for who's gay when they come by, and all of these lesbians would always hit on me, and I actually became very homophobic because I didn't want to be around gay girls because they reminded me too much of myself, and I was trying to hide from it and deny it, and I hated it in me, and so I would stay away from gay people. I really would, and I would actually talk badly about them. I was the worst person about it, but then other people knew, like, now that I'm coming out and talking to people about it, they're like, yeah, we all kind of figured that out, Kim, a long time ago, but we thought we'd let you figure that out. And so, I don't know, I guess that's kind of how other people saw me as gay and all of that, and the journey of that. And then, what were some other, I don't know, I don't know if that actually answers your question, to you who sent that, but that's kind of been the journey. And just over the last few years, since I haven't been in the bar scene, you know, all of that stuff, I've actually been a worship leader and part of a ministry that preaches against gays and stuff. And the way that I came to terms of really coming out and speaking the words, I am gay, I'm a lesbian, is really just being in the prayer room. I wasn't listening to any secular music. I wasn't watching TV or movies. I wasn't around people except those who were walking in the lifestyle, wasn't drinking, wasn't smoking, wasn't dating. You know, I was just completely set apart and what we call, I can't remember the word, but sanctified, basically. Put myself aside to just encounter God and do his ministry. And in that place, after a couple years, just for no reason at all, it just, I mean, I could not run from being homosexual anymore. It was just something that was in me, and it was something that I could not shake, and it became more and more real. And if that wasn't something that was coming into my ear gates, as we call it, or eye gates, and it was still there, it was something that I feel that I just couldn't run from it anymore. You know, it wasn't like anyone was sewing into speaking that over me, or I don't know, it wasn't like on movies in front of me or in music. And so anyways, about 3.5 to 4 years ago, I just really kind of came to terms with, yeah, this is the way that I'm wired, this is the way that I was born. And I still fought it. I tried to pray it out of myself. I tried to, anytime that there would be an altar call for this, I would just raise my hands before God and be like, yes, God, that's me, deliver me. And all this stuff, and I tried to preach the message against gays, and it just never sat in me. I never had the conviction within or anything like that. And I finally just started praying, God, what if this is who I am? What if I am gay? And I would feel his presence so strong over me at that point when I started praying that I hadn't been feeling for a while. And so I knew that this is a point where God has brought me to, is just to say, yes, I'm gay. Hi world, you know, and we're just gonna go from there. That's kind of been my journey. Like I said, I hope that answers your questions. It's just something that I cannot shake from myself. I cannot run from it anymore. I cannot change myself, try as I have tried, and I just can't separate myself from it anymore. And so, yeah, that's been my journey as far as coming to the place of letting those words come across my mouth and coming out. And so, yeah, I hope everyone's staying warm out there. It's pretty cold. I got out in 0-degree weather today and barely made it because I don't do good with cold fingers and toes. But hope you all stay warm. Moving to Missouri on Saturday. I know it's crazy because they've had ice and like negative 20 degrees or something like that. We'll get through this, you guys. See you guys on the flip side. Bye.